Okay, girlies, welcome to the girls' table.
where the conversation is real, opinions are strong, and everybody's invited to the table.
I love it. I'm Brandi, content creator, social media girly, and professional overthinker.
And I'm Laura, tattoo artist, entrepreneur, and I'll probably say what everybody else is thinking anyway, so be prepared.
Absolutely. We're bringing you everything from the DMV. We're bringing our friends, creators, entrepreneurs, and DMV business owners to the table.
So grab your drink and pull up a chair. Cheers.
Cheers. And welcome to the girls' table. So, round one, we're talking about us, our business, and you guys can learn a little bit about us.
How it started. So, Brandi, I want to know, what was your job career before you got into this?
Okay, so before this, I was doing event planning.
Mhm.
I've been doing was doing event planning for about 14 years for the federal government. So I definitely have that, event planning background, and I'm very like into logistics and how everything gets put together, seeing things go before to after.
Mhm.
So that's a little bit about my background.
For the federal government, like what events
Yes.
were you putting together?
A lot of conferences, a lot
Okay.
of corporate events, chairman's events, stuff like that. Just your typical 9 to 5 type of events. A lot of the clients that I had were like attorneys, accountants, different things like that for the government.
So very big difference.
Huge difference.
I'm pretty sure the crowd difference from attorneys and councilmen,
Yes.
etc., is now different from what you do today.
Absolutely.
And that's awesome, though, because you can actually
Yeah.
diversify in what you do. So did you decide to jump all the way in, or did you do part-time here, part-time there, and still keep your job? Were you scared when you first jumped in?
I definitely scared. This is definitely a big move for me for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of taking that extra step now to try this new venture, and I'm loving it. I'm passionate about what I do. I love doing content and social media. I feel like it's my life already, so it just made sense for me. So,
And if you could change one thing in your career path, or maybe leading up to here, what would it be?
I don't know if I would change anything.
Yeah? You think everything just falls into place?
I think everything. So I'm a really big believer in like everything happens for a reason.
Me too.
Everything happens at the perfect time.
Mhm.
So I feel like I've taken my experience and my background of planning events and working with people and having, communication, people skills, all of those wonderful things to now working with clients and businesses, helping grow their business through social media.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And were you scared when you first started? And who was your first, I guess, like big client, or maybe just your first client, period?
I think probably my biggest client was my very first paid collab, which was with Brilliance, and it's like they sell like diamonds and jewelry and things like that, kind of like a Cartier brand. So that was my first paid, contract, and I was like, I guess I made it. Like, oh my gosh! Like when you can start making money from like doing what you love. I feel like something clicks, and it's like, okay.
I love that feeling. I do love that feeling. I do remember you wearing a couple of, is it like pieces that they gave you, and you told me about it?
Absolutely.
They're very beautiful.
Yeah.
And what company was that again?
Brilliance.
Brilliance. Got it.
What's one piece of advice you'd give someone that's interested in pursuing tattoo artistry?
Well, if they are interested in tattooing or even permanent makeup or cosmetic, I would say jump in because you love the passion of like helping people. A lot of people see the money, and yes, the money is great, but I do feel like people, you get that gratitude, you get that night, you give people their confidence back, and that's what I love about the job. So I would say really jump in. Yes, the money is great, but also jump in because you actually want to help other people out there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. So what do you feel like made you get into this this career? Like, was it something
the money?
Like, it was the money.
It was the money.
Yeah. That always makes a difference.
Yeah. So before this, I was actually a project manager.
Okay.
And I remember sitting in my cubicle, and I was looking up this because you know when brows were like the big thing
Oh my
back in the
gosh,
day. Do
I
you guys remember that?
those days.
And I really wanted to get my eyebrows done, and I was looking up Emily Joy. She was with Dollistic,
Okay. Yeah.
and Tyson's Virginia, so McLean.
Okay.
And I looked at how much she was charging per eyebrow, and it was like $600 per new client.
Wow. Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, if she just had 5 clients for one day,
Right.
I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
And I will say a lot of people jump in because of the money,
Yeah.
but when I really got into it and seeing how I could change people's lives, even from going from alopecia, traction alopecia, or they had hair loss or thinning, and seeing that other side of it was very gratifying.
Yeah.
So I will say I went against what I just told you, but when you see it, a lot of people know like it's for the money, but when you get deeper into it, then helping people is why I actually do it, and went forward with other things.
Yeah, because you're actually changing people's lives. You're changing, building their confidence and giving them something that, only you can provide. That's huge. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah.
What events do you have coming up in the next month or in the near future? Is there anything you kind of want to talk about, or things that you're pursuing?
Well, I will say that I'm actually heading to Costa Rica tomorrow.
Okay, that's
to take
fun.
a portrait tattoo realism class.
That's really cool.
I do feel like the industry for cosmetic and paramedical tattooing is a little oversaturated.
Okay.
But tattooing as far as portraits or different types of black and whites can definitely push me to a different level. So I have that coming up. It's not necessarily an event, but it is like life-changing and adding to what I can do in my studio.
Awesome. So what type of services, extra services, I guess, would you provide to clients?
I would love to do tribal tattoos on top of what I'm doing already. And then I would like to do portraits and realism.
Awesome.
So hopefully with this 5-day trip, I can learn all of that. And I got to practice and practice. But yeah,
I love that you're taking that step and really, putting in the commitment, time, effort, all of those things to
yeah, you got to keep
advance
growing
your business.
exactly,
because that's what it's about. I feel like everything is always like moving so fast in terms of, especially the industries that we're in, like with creativity and things like that. It's like you have to stay at the forefront.
Exactly. But with you, like, is it hard now with all this AI coming out, or is it a lot easier, or like competing with people, or like what's the new AI app, or what can I do now, or they're using that and am I using the right one? Is that difficult for you?
It's definitely difficult. I think as an influencer / content creator, and you see all these AI influencers that are, it's like, okay, I'm creating this AI person in this AI world for this person. And it's like, but you have, I think the main thing is like, you have to just stay authentic. Because people still want that human connection. And I feel like that's something that AI cannot do. Like, yes, it's beautiful. And sometimes I feel like these girls look so perfect.
They do. I don't even know if they're fake, or like some of the things they create on there. Like, is it AI?
It's crazy.
I find myself watching something and I'm like, wait, is that real?
It's not real. usually it's not real. So it is very, like, I guess, intimidating at times. But it's like that authentic voice. I feel like that's the thing that they cannot compete with. So just try to stay as authentic as possible.
Do you recommend any apps to influencers that are starting out?
Absolutely. I would say, I know this is probably cliche, but definitely ChatGPT for sure.
I do love chat.
I use it for a lot of the stuff that I do with business, whether it's caption writing, script writing, like coming up with, scripts for reels, or, for businesses trying to grow their brand. So I'm 100% ChatGPT.
Me too. Me too.
So, yeah. What about you? Are there any AI, I guess, tools?
I'm a big chat person. I'm not going to lie to you. I was kind of against it because I was like, no, I want to keep it real. But now chat has just made it so easy.
It really
and
has.
I know there are other AI apps out there that I would love to, like, I mean, I still use like CapCut and all that. And there are other similar apps just like chat and CapCut. But I mean, I feel like those are the base ones.
I've used Claude a little bit in the past,
So have
which
I.
even when I use it, I'm like, let me go back to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't compete, but I do like it for like more professional, work. Like if I'm doing really conservative things, tasks, when I'll use it. But yeah.
Do you feel like there's a specific app, like whether it be, I know Facebook is still out there, Instagram, TikTok, all the other ones, to build your brand? What would you recommend?
Oh, in terms of like social media apps?
Yes.
I definitely prefer Instagram for sure.
Me too.
But it's all in what you're most comfortable with. I know.
All right.
So Laura, I have a question. So are there any like challenges or any, I guess, that you've been facing, or maybe that your industry has been facing with S&P?
Well, yes. I mean, I do think that the industry has slowed down, but most importantly, is that it's being oversaturated. Yes, I am one of the factors. I teach it, but I'm very picky, and my classes are very small. So the industry is getting oversaturated. So what I charge for scalp micropigmentation, like a full head, would be $4,000.
Okay.
But if I'm teaching somebody and they offer the price at $1,500,
That's a huge difference.
it's a very big difference.
So what is like, say someone like you that's charging 4,000 versus somebody that's charging 1,500? Like what does that experience look like? Is it different? Is it the same?
I mean, it's totally different. I want to say that before I even charged for a full head, from my first studio, I did about 25 models. So going in from classes, and there are different classes. Some classes are only 3 days. Which, how can you learn all that in 3 days and then go into tattooing? My class is 5 days. But I want to say, if you are going to go with somebody that's, say, my student, and I want to definitely promote my student because I taught them, but make sure they have models or at least examples of their work fresh and healed. Or if you're going to somebody that charges $700, that's a red flag. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Because
please.
like
yes.
The first thing people see is your face,
and that's
your hair,
your face
head.
card.
Like,
why would you do that? I understand 700 sounds appealing, but sometimes putting in the money because you are worth it. Okay, so I want to say, don't do it. And if you do it, the big thing for me is that you went to pay 700 and you want to come to me to now correct it, and that's more than you're asking for. So, I mean, like,
it sounds to me like a little bit like plastic surgery. Like, would you say there's like botch jobs with stuff like this?
Yes, definitely. A lot of botch jobs. I've seen it. It's so sad. It breaks my heart. But do it first, the right time. Do your research. Get the right artist for you, and then go from there. I mean, like we were talking earlier, and you said even lash artists do the same thing.
Yeah,
right.
If you have, like, say for me, I've gotten my lashes done, and I can't get a hold of my lash lady. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I try to go to someone else, and they're like, oh, we don't do foreign fills. And I'm like, wait a minute,
which is crazy. Foreign fills, like,
it's like considered a foreign fill because they don't want to work over somebody else's work.
Exactly.
But it's like, okay, well, what do I do? I guess the main thing is to just go pick the right person the first time.
Exactly. Exactly. Then those are my challenges.
Okay.
What are your challenges as far as influencing, or maybe even picking the wrong influencer or someone to help market and brand your business?
I guess finding clients right now is my biggest challenge. And I feel like that's where like networking comes in, and even avenues like this to where we can try to, get our information out there, because I know for a fact businesses need this.
They do.
Social media, I feel like, has exploded. Like back in the day, we didn't have Instagram, Facebook, all these things.
Nothing.
But now I feel like people are on their phones 24, 24 hours a day, but like 24/7. It feels like that sometimes. And if you're not on social media and making an impact, then people they don't know about your brand or your business. So,
and it's hard because you have to catch them within that window. Yeah. And I will say this, I think you're a great influencer and marketing, because I've hired people where I put the money out and they did not deliver, or they decided to bicker with me about what my stuff should look like.
Okay.
And I don't like that. Like, no, I think it should look like this. No, that's not the vision that I was going for.
Right.
And now it's just like a push and pull. Like, I want my money back.
Oh my gosh.
No, you already paid. It's not refundable. And then they give you something that has nothing to do or
Oh
what
my
you wanted.
gosh. Yeah, that's a disaster, girl.
Mhm.
You definitely. So for me, it's kind of like S&P, where I feel like social media management is oversaturated. Everybody feels like they can be a social media manager. But I always say, look at, whatever person, if you're looking to hire somebody to help you with your social media, look at their analytics, have them provide, your professional, you can look at your professional dashboard, have them show you, because saying that you're a social media manager, it's kind of like a doctor, right?
Right.
Do you want a doctor that's read and studied it, or actually a doctor,
A YouTube doctor
that's practiced? So I feel like that's huge. Like, you want somebody that's not only going to talk about it, but actually has the receipts to back it up.
Exactly. Because I will say, people say, because I used to make reels back in the day.
Okay.
Not as much anymore. Like, you should be a content creator. Honestly, no, because I despise making reels. I mean, people like, you want to make a reel together? No, I don't.
And it's so funny you say that, because whenever I have my client, I usually do a strategy call with them. That's our first ever time talking. And I'm like, what are your challenges? That's like the number one thing people say. They hate social media. They don't want to do it. It's like, I just want somebody I can hand it off to that's going to do it for me. I don't want to think about it. Just tell me, what I need to do, or where I need to be, where I need to stand.
Exactly.
So I love social media.
And you do a great job, because even anywhere, your stories, the little notes you put up, I see like content day, it's, I got a new reel up, this is the business, and you do a great job.
Thank you.
Whereas when I worked with other people, trust me, it was just like, I don't want to share this.
Well, hopefully I can help your business. I would love to.
Yes.
So it was great to really talk and learn a little bit more about you outside of the group chat.
Exactly. I want to say, even in group chats, they're sometimes too big to actually learn about somebody individually. So this was great.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is only the beginning.
This is only the beginning. And this is only the beginning.
Yes, it is. Because coming up, we're bringing some amazing people to the conversation.
Okay. So we're going to be talking to business owners, creatives, entrepreneurs, content creators, people who are simply making moves and creating a life that they are so proud of. So highlight the people around the DMV area.
Exactly. We definitely want to hear all the stories behind the brands. We want to hear about their careers, how they got there, the glow ups, and even the things that they don't really want to share. We got to get in there, because being realistic with your business, and how people see the great things, but never the bad things. And we want to hear the bad things.
We want to hear the behind the scenes.
Exactly.
We want to hear, like, what made you start? What made you start your business? So whether you're building a business, chasing a creative dream, or figuring out your next move, or maybe just trying to level up, we want to hear from you. So make sure you're listening, because we're just getting started.
Perfect.